Hey there folks, Alex Laux here, and welcome back to the channel. Today I have a review for you, and that review is not of a film, a camera, a lens, but rather a developer, and a very specific one. If you've watched the Casino Royale movie, you'll know the iconic opening sequence, shot in black and white, rich, punchy, just cinematic. And that was actually shot on traditional 35mm film. One film in particular, Eastman Double-X. But if you've been within the film community and have dabbled in home development, you'll know that the film is only one part of the equation. There's also the camera, the lens, and of course, the developer. And it's that developer that I want to talk to you about today, Kodak D96. So I have a roll of Eastman Double-X, hand-rolled by my good friend John Meadows in my Nikon F5. We're here in downtown Milton. So let's get shooting, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about the film, about the developer. If you're familiar with Kodak developers, you will have already guessed the lineage of D96. It's part of the same family that started with D23 and includes D96. And in fact, the formula for D96 shares the same basic ingredients as these two developers. At the core, you have metol, hydroquinone, and potassium bromide acting as the primary developers and the accelerators. Mixing the developer is easy. In most commercial cases, it comes in a single powder blend that you just mix with water. 1 liter will develop about 10 rolls of either 35mm or 120 film, while 1 gallon will develop 50 similar rolls. And it has a good shelf life. I've been using my gallon kit for a few months now. Now at this point you're probably thinking, what does this all have to do with me? I don't shoot motion picture film, or I don't really care for Eastman Double-X. Why would I use D96? Well, again, motion picture film is becoming wildly popular, especially with the release of Lomography's Kino line. And D96 is great for them too, especially UN 54, Potsdam 100, or N74, Berlin 400. It just does an amazing job. In fact, D96 in Potsdam is just as favorite combination as Double-X and D96. But you don't just have to limit yourself to motion picture films. It also does a fantastic job with traditional photographic films. It works really well with Ilford FP4 and Fomapan 400. It just makes those films really sing. Now, the one thing you do have to watch out for is the fact that it's not a fine-grained developer. And besides, it produces a really nice grain structure. I mean, D96 and Double-X, just chef's kiss right there. The two films I would avoid using with D96 is Kodak Tri-X and Fomapan 200. Don't really like the results I get with those. Let's keep going. But there's more to a developer than just producing fine grain. And D96 gives us an amazing contrast, especially with motion picture films. It's deep, it's rich, and most importantly, it adds a level of sharpness, not only through acutance, through grain, that edge sharpness, but also through tonal separation. It's a deep, rich tonality that you'd expect from a cinema film. And it also carries on into standard film stocks. As I mentioned, you have Ilford FP4, you have Fomapan 400. And not only that, but you have specialty films as well. You have Lomography Babylon 13 or ORWO DN21. You have Phantom 8, ORWO DP31. But you also have Ferrania P30. And no surprise that it works well in there. It again gives one of the best results out of a very hard to nail down film. The one thing you do have to watch out for with P30 is it does require constant agitation. So you'll need some sort of rotating base like a Jobo or a Cibachrome, or just play a slow march and do it by hand and it'll be just fine. Well, that's it. That's the entire roll. Thank you so much again for watching, and a special thanks to Andrew Bartram for suggesting me do a video review on Kodak D96. It's easy to pick up. You can either pick up a 1-liter kit from Cinestill or a 1-gallon kit from the Film Photography Project, and you can find those links in the description below. That's it for me. As always, if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe and the bell notification icons. Give me a thumbs up, and in the comments let me know, have you tried Kodak D96? As always, until next time, stay safe, get out there, shoot some